Hey, David, why don't we check out some open houses this weekend?
Huh? Why would we go to those?
I was looking at listings in our area. There's a really nice one within our budget.
We don't need to look at houses.
I think it's time we bought our own house. We've saved up quite a bit.
What's bringing this up suddenly?
It's not sudden. We've been saving for 2 years now.
What? We don't need a house now. Living with my parents is fine.
Fine for who exactly?
For everyone. What's wrong with our current arrangement?
What are you talking about? We only moved in with your parents to save money for a down payment. What's the point of living with them if we're not going to buy a house? Have you given up on our original plan?
The point is, we're saving money every month.
That was never meant to be permanent.
But living with my parents means we don't have to pay rent. It really helps with expenses.
We already have enough saved for a decent down payment.
Why waste money on a mortgage when we have a perfectly good living situation?
Sorry, but I never planned to live with them forever, and to be honest, I'm at my breaking point.
What? Why?
Are you seriously asking me that?
Yes, I am. What's wrong with living here?
You live here too, so you must know. Your parents criticize me every day and make snide remarks about my job and the housework. I'm tired of it.
You're being too sensitive.
Am I? Just yesterday, your mother complained about how I fold laundry.
Well, my parents can be a bit harsh with their words, but they're not wrong, are they?
Excuse me?
If you helped out more, they wouldn't have to say anything.
I work 50 hours a week to support this family, and you expect me to fold laundry perfectly?
See? You use work as an excuse to dump all the housework and childcare on them. Of course my parents are going to complain when they see their son being taken advantage of by his wife.
Taken advantage of? Are you serious?
You're barely home. They're raising Emma more than you are.
Well then, David, why don't you earn enough to support everyone? I'm not working this much because I want to.
What did you say?
You heard me. I'd love to be home more, and I'd love to help out more around the house if I could. I want to spend more time with our daughter, Emma, too. But who's going to pay the bills if I don't work? If you're going to complain, why don't you get a full-time job?
What's with that attitude? Are you looking down on me because I'm part-time?
That's not what I said.
You clearly think you're better than me because you make more money.
I'm not looking down on you, but if you're going to criticize me, you should try harder. I'm the main breadwinner, yet I'm expected to handle housework and childcare too. It's exhausting. And all these snide remarks from your parents, they're just upset that their daughter-in-law makes more than their son, aren't they?
Don't bring my parents into this.
They're already involved. They make that clear every day.
My parents aren't that narrow-minded. No matter how much you earn, you're still just a wife. Don't forget that a wife's primary duty is housework and childcare.
Then what's a husband's primary duty? Isn't it providing for the family?
Shut up. Gender roles don't matter these days.
You just contradicted yourself completely.
What do you mean?
But you just said I have duties because I'm the wife.
That's different.
How is it different?
Look, I'm happy living with my parents. It's better for Emma too, living in a lively house with everyone. So we don't need to go looking at houses.
You're not even considering my feelings about this. Having our own home has always been my dream. You agreed that we should save money to buy our own house 2 years ago, before we moved in with your parents. What's changed?
Hey, I know. You want to build something so badly. Let's renovate my parents' house.
What?
Wouldn't that be perfect? We could make it nicer for everyone. The plumbing's getting old and Mom and Dad have been wanting to update things. Let's use our down payment savings to fix up the house.
Are you kidding me? I absolutely refuse. That's not what I've been saving money for.
Come on, be reasonable.
I am being reasonable. That money is for our house.
What's the big deal? Why are you so against it?
Because it's not our house, it's your parents' house.
But we live here too.
Let me make this clear. If you go ahead with renovation plans behind my back, I won't forgive you. I'll take Emma and leave. Hey, Sarah, I need to talk to you about something. What is it? Why won't you help pay for the renovations? You've been taking advantage of my parents all this time. The least you could do is show some gratitude. What? Don't play dumb. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Actually, I don't. I heard everything from my brother. He said you're opposing the renovation plans for the house, and you even threatened divorce. That is so low. He told you about that conversation? Of course he did. We're family. Well, obviously, he hasn't told you the whole truth. He's painted an unfair picture of me as the bad guy, but I'm the one that's been having a hard time here. Unfair? My brother came to me crying. He said his wife refused to help with the renovation costs. He had to swallow his pride and beg me to lend him some money. David came to you crying? He was devastated by your behavior. What? So David was trying to go ahead with the renovations anyway, even after I explicitly told him not to? Don't raise your voice at me. I'm typing, Jenny. Don't get smart with me. You're being completely unreasonable. Why are you so against renovating? You've been nothing but a burden on my parents since you moved in. You dump all the housework and childcare on them and just laze around the house. You have no right to veto the renovation plans. What David does with his savings is none of your business. Who's lazing around? Everyone can see it. See what exactly? I've heard all about what a terrible wife you are. You take advantage of living here and don't do any of the hard work. And when my parents try to correct you, you talk back to them and order them to do the housework themselves. I hear Emma's picking up your awful attitude too. She completely disrespects my parents. Seriously? David said all that? Every word. About his own daughter too? Unbelievable. My brother was crying, feeling so guilty about how you treat our parents. He just wants to repay them by making their house nicer, but you said there's no point spending money on old people because they'll be dead soon. How dare you? They deserve to live in comfort for the rest of their lives. I never said anything like that. You're calling my brother a liar now? I would never say something so disrespectful to your parents. Stop lying. You've been living here comfortably, so you should start contributing some money. Got it, you ungrateful wife? Do your job and support your husband. I work full-time to support this family. Oh, please, spare me the working woman act. It's not an act. I work 50 hours a week. That doesn't excuse you from family obligations. And what exactly are David's obligations? Don't try to change the subject. This is about you and the renovations. No, this is about David lying to you. You need to show more respect to this family. I need to talk to David about this. Don't you dare make my brother feel worse than he already does. I think there's been a misunderstanding. You shouldn't butt in until you know the whole truth. The only thing I understand is that you're being selfish and ungrateful. We'll see about that. What's going on, David? Why are you spreading lies to Jenny?
What lies?
And I know you're going ahead with the renovation plans.
Oh, wait, I can explain.
Please do, I'm listening.
Well, did Jenny tell you everything?
Yes, how you asked Jenny for renovation money and how you painted me as a terrible wife to do it.
You're making it sound worse than it is.
How should it sound? You told her I insulted your parents.
But I had no choice. I'm tired of being caught between you and my parents.
Caught between us?
You don't understand the pressure I'm under.
Then help me understand.
Actually, my parents have been asking about renovating for a while. They want us to stay instead of building a new house and turn this into a two-family home.
You never told me that.
Because I knew how you would react.
You mean honestly, like a normal person?
Of course I refused at first. I knew you'd never agree, but they wouldn't back down.
So you went behind my back instead?
They're my parents. What was I supposed to do?
Talk to me, your wife? But instead, when I immediately said no, you decided to rope Jenny in to force it through.
I needed support.
Support in lying about me?
Look, why don't we just give up on building our own house and make this a two-family home? I'll tell Jenny I lied about everything. And if my parents give you any more grief, I'll tell them off.
Now you'll tell them off after months of criticism and harassment?
I'm trying to fix this.
Protecting your wife from nasty comments and admitting your lies should be a given, not a bargaining chip. Listen, I absolutely won't pay for renovating your parents' house. If you're so set on a two-family home, build it yourself. But like I said, if you do that, I'll take Emma and leave.
You're being unreasonable.
I'm being unreasonable? You lied about me to your entire family.
What's your problem? After all this begging, you could at least try to do what your husband asked. You stingy, stubborn witch.
Excuse me?
You heard me. You never listen.
I listen plenty. I just don't agree with your lies.
Fine, that's how you want it, then leave. Get a divorce, do whatever you want.
Is that really what you want?
Maybe it is.
Oh, so now you're the one getting angry? Oh, fine, let's both cool down. For now, all renovation and construction plans are off the table. We'll talk about this again when we're both calmer.
Whatever.
We need to discuss this properly.
There's nothing to discuss. You've made your position clear.
And you've made yours clear by lying to your family.
Just leave me alone for now.
Fine, but this isn't over.
It never is with you.
What's going on, Jenny? This morning, renovation contractors suddenly showed up at the house saying they were here to explain the construction timeline. I knew nothing about this, and they said you're the one who signed the contract. What's going on? Oh, you finally noticed? What do you mean, finally noticed? It's simple. You refused to help with the renovation, so I decided to rebuild it myself. What? Why are you so surprised? Someone had to step up. Step up and do what exactly? I've been wanting to move back home anyway, and my company said I could transfer to a position that allows remote work, so I decided to go ahead and rebuild the house. Without consulting anyone who lives here? I consulted with Mom and Dad. What? Oh, don't worry about the money. Unlike someone stingy, I'm generous with both my wallet and my heart. I work for a big company and make good money. Paying for house renovations is no problem for me. This isn't about money, isn't it? That's all you seem to care about. So this means we'll all be living together, your parents, us, and you? Actually, no. No? No, it'll just be 2 generations living together because you're getting kicked out. What did you say? You heard me perfectly well. You're kicking me out of my home? My parents' home. You and Emma need to leave. Then it'll be just my brother, our parents, and my family living together peacefully without any strangers getting in our way. Why are you kicking my daughter and I out? Do you really need to ask? Yes, I do. Isn't it obvious? We don't want to live with such a disrespectful daughter-in-law, and definitely not with a sassy little brat who's learning to look down on her grandparents like you do. I can't believe this is happening. Believe it, the house renovations won't have rooms for you and your kid. There's no place for a lazy wife like you anymore. That's fine, but are you sure about this? What do you mean? Are you really sure you want to do this? Worry about yourself. I've never heard of an in-law getting kicked out of the house they're living in. My brother's pretty angry about how stubborn you've been, and if you get divorced, life will be tough as a single mom. But don't come crying to us. You asked for this by behaving the way you did. Is that supposed to scare me? It should. Divorce is totally fine. Actually, it would be a relief. What? You heard me. Well then, I'll pack my things and leave with Emma. I'll leave the divorce papers here too. Have David sign them and file them as soon as possible, will you? Having a practically jobless husband and critical in-laws is just dead weight. I'm better off without them. You can't be serious. I'm absolutely serious. What? I know you work hard at your New York-based company, and if you have a stable income at a big company, that's reassuring. You can be the new breadwinner for your parents instead of me. Instead of you? What are you talking about? The breadwinner of our family is David, obviously. You're just the wife. Normally the man should be the breadwinner. Is that what he told you? What do you mean? That would be nice, wouldn't it? Having a husband that actually supports his wife. But David currently works part-time and makes about $15,000 a year. It's pretty difficult for him to be the breadwinner, so I've been supporting the family with my income. Part-time work? What do you mean? This is the first I'm hearing about this. Of course it is. He probably couldn't tell his sister that he was demoted to part-time because he was so incompetent. What? Should I continue? Yeah, go ahead. David's income was never that high to begin with, but I didn't mind. I figured I could just earn more myself. Even after we had a child, I tried my best at work, but David seemed to hate that I made more than him. He kept saying things like, "It's your fault I can't focus on work," and slacked off, which just made promotions and raises even more impossible for him. Really? Want to hear more? Keep going. Finally, he ended up on the layoff list during the recent downturn, but the company took pity on him and said, "We can keep you on as part-time since you have a family to provide for. that's how he became part-time, and that's when we started living with your parents. Oh my God, you're kidding, right? I wish. It was going to be tough to buy a house on just my income, so I wanted to save up more for a down payment. That's why we moved in with your parents. Looking back, it was probably a mistake. I never thought living here would be this exhausting. I can't believe my brother is just working part-time as a grown man. Don't say that. David is actually quite sensitive and gets hurt easily. Oh, and that's not all. There's one more important detail that you should know. What? Your parents have been spending all their pension and have almost no savings. This means that you'll have to become the breadwinner. What? But that shouldn't be a problem for you, right? Since you're working for a big company in the city. It's great that you can earn enough to cover renovation costs without a moment's hesitation. This is not great at all. Sure, I work for a big company, but I'm just a low-level employee at their subsidiary. I don't work at headquarters. What? You're not at headquarters? I never actually said that I worked at headquarters. True, but given how you always talk, anyone would assume. I mean, you're always talking about the big company you work at and how you've got a management position at the office. Shut up. So I exaggerated a bit. Everyone does that. It's not my fault. Wow, that angry response is so like David. It's interesting how siblings turn out so similar. I really did plan to pay for the renovations, but maybe not the whole amount. I was thinking of having David and our parents pay half. They won't be able to pay even half. What am I going to do? I went ahead and ordered some pretty luxurious specifications. By the way, would it be difficult to make the payments with just your income? Even though it's a subsidiary, having a parent company that's a major corporation and allowing remote work sounds like the benefits you get must be pretty decent. I could manage, but I'd have to put my entire salary towards the payments. Your entire salary? So that means living expenses would have to come from your parents' pension and David's part-time work. You'll need to be pretty strict with the budget. Hey, I'm just curious, but how much do you make? Since you said divorce wouldn't be a problem, you must earn quite a bit, right? I do all right. With recent raises, I'm making about $160,000 a year. What? I decided early on not to rely on David's income. It was tough, but living with your parents actually helped me focus on my career, so I'm grateful for that at least. Maybe you could help out a little? No way. After we get divorced, my ex-husband and his family will be strangers to me. I'm going to use every single penny I earn on my daughter and her future. Nothing else. So, good luck with the payments. I'm sure having a nice house will motivate you to work harder, especially with all those luxurious specifications. Jenny and her family quickly tried to cancel the renovation contract, but some work had already been arranged and couldn't be canceled. They had to go through with those renovations, and the whole family was left with a huge loan. To make the payments, David finally found a full-time job somewhere else. Jenny started doing freelance work on the side in addition to her main job. Their parents even started working at the local supermarket. As for me and Emma, we're living peacefully and quietly on our own without any trouble from her father's family. Now I can finally focus on spending quality time with my daughter and enjoying my own hobbies.
Amy, are you free tonight? Free? I'm doing overtime work on my day off because of you. What do you mean because of me? Don't act innocent. I've been here since morning fixing your reports. Oh, come on. It can't be that bad. You dumped your work on me and left just half an hour into your shift on Friday night, saying your grandmother had collapsed and you needed to go home. You were supposed to work this Saturday instead. Well, emergencies happen. And how is your grandmother now? Oh, my grandmother miraculously recovered. But when I got back, I was invited to a mixer party at just the right timing. They're one person short. Would you like to join us, Amy? So your emergency was fake. Do you realize how much trouble you caused? Look, the work will get done either way. Why are you being so uptight? Because I'm the one doing it. All of it. That's why I'm trying to make it up to you. This mixer could be good for you. What? Me at a mixer? Yes, it's going to be great. These guys are really successful. I'm not interested. You know how guys love women who work at hospitals. The title medical administrative assistant really helps attract men. Plus, having someone like you there makes me and my friends stand out more. So basically, you want me to be your foil. Don't be so negative. Think of it as helping each other out. Helping each other how exactly? You don't have a boyfriend, right? Even being a foil is better than nothing. It's not like you get many chances to meet people, since you're so plain and quiet. Excuse me? I'm just being honest here. You should be grateful I'm even inviting you. Grateful for being insulted? So, let's meet at the station at 7 p.m. Your face might be hopeless, but try to wear some cute clothes, okay? Sorry, Sarah, but I have a husband, so I can't join mixer parties. What? You're married? You seem shocked. Of course I am! Since when? Well, I don't really talk about personal stuff at work. It's understandable you didn't know, so yeah. Please invite someone else. No way! That's got to be a lie. There's no way someone as plain and quiet as you could be married. Why is that so hard to believe? Because, well, look at you. There's nothing wrong with plain and quiet people being married. Anyway, I'll see you at the hospital on Monday. By the way, that work you dumped on me was full of mistakes. Be prepared for me to teach you how to properly prepare documents from scratch. You can't be serious. Oh, I'm very serious. Every single mistake will need to be corrected. What? And you'll be doing it all yourself this time. You're just jealous because I have plans tonight. Yeah, sure. Well then, enjoy your mixer. Hope you meet someone nice.
Hey, where are you? Hurry up and make my lunch.
I'm still at the hospital working.
I don't care. Come home now.
I already told you I'm working overtime today. Just eat by yourself. There should be leftovers from yesterday in the fridge.
Leftovers? Are you kidding me?
What's wrong with leftovers? The curry I made yesterday is still perfectly good.
I don't care if you're working overtime. A wife should come home and make lunch for her husband. You can't seriously expect me to eat leftovers from the fridge.
I told you yesterday I'd be working today.
So? Change your plans.
I can't just leave work whenever you want, and I warned you so that you'd prepare to eat out or make something for yourself.
Excuse me?
I have responsibilities here. Can I get back to work?
You're so useless. Complete failure as a wife. Do you know who you have to thank for living in such a nice house? Don't get cocky just because you have a job too. What's the big deal about working overtime on your day off?
I'm not getting cocky. There's no need to call me useless or a failure over something like this.
You clearly don't understand your position.
My position?
As my wife, you should be grateful I married you.
Excuse me? Did you really just say that?
Shut up! It's your fault for neglecting your duties as a wife. I'm probably the only man who would marry such a boring woman like you. You show no gratitude and don't even do what you're supposed to do as my wife.
That's...
What? Going to make excuses again?
I'm not making excuses. I'm doing my job.
Your job is to take care of me. Whatever, I'm hungry. I'll just order Uber Eats for lunch. But you better make dinner properly tonight. I won't accept any shortcuts. And make sure it balances with whatever I have for lunch.
What are you planning to order for lunch? If you've decided, tell me so I can plan the menu.
Seriously? Obviously, I haven't decided yet. I only just decided that I would order from Uber Eats.
Then how am I supposed to balance dinner with your lunch?
Figure it out. That's your job, isn't it?
How can I figure it out if I don't know what you're eating?
Just make something that works with whatever I end up ordering.
That's impossible without knowing what you're ordering.
Stop arguing and just do it.
You're always making such unreasonable demands.
What was that?
Nothing. Just let me know what you order when you decide.
Whatever. Just make sure dinner is perfect.
I'll do my best.
Your best isn't good enough. Make it perfect.
Hey, Sarah, what's the deal with clocking in and then immediately taking time off? Why are you monitoring my time clock? Because I have to cover for you, again. Shut up. Thanks to you, I can't focus on work right now. What? I can't believe you've been hiding this from everyone. Hiding what? I just heard from someone at work. You really are married. And not just that, your husband is the chairman's son? Talk about marrying up. It's not that big a deal. Not a big deal? Are you joking? It's just my personal life. Liar. Of course it's marrying up. His father is literally the most important person here. Being the chairman's son means he's the heir to this hospital. That means that he's going to be the hospital administrator, isn't he? You totally hit the jackpot. Well, he is supposed to take over eventually. How did someone like you even manage that? What do you mean, someone like me? You know exactly what I mean. Either way, I can't waste time working anymore. There's no way I can accept a plain Jane like you having a better life than me. I need to do something about this now. What are you planning to do? Are you really just going to abandon your work like this? None of your business. It is my business when I have to cover your work. All right, I'm planning various things. So anyway, I'll be taking some time off from today. Please process it as paid leave. Sarah, you don't have any paid leave left. You just started this year, so you had limited days to begin with, and you've already used them all up. What? How is that possible? You've been taking days off constantly, remember? Then mark it as sick leave. I've developed a mental illness from the shock of being outdone by you. Seriously? Yes, seriously. The stress is unbearable. That's not how sick leave works. Just process it. You're the administrator's wife, aren't you? Make it happen. That's not how this works. Well then, I'll be going. I'll come back to work once I'm better. Sarah, wait! What now? You need to properly submit your leave request. Whatever, just handle it. That's not my job. Isn't everything your job now, Mrs. Administrator's wife? Get used to it. Long time no see, Amy. Huh? Sarah? Miss me? You've been gone for a month without proper documentation. Sorry for taking a whole month off, but thanks to that, I've fully recovered, and I've finally found my future husband. Don't tell me you were actually looking for someone to marry during your sick leave. Of course, that was my treatment. That's not what sick leave is for. It was the only treatment good enough for my mental illness. What? And I found the perfect man. You need to focus on your work responsibilities first. So anyway, I'm going to marry Jack. Please divorce him. What did you say? You heard me. This isn't funny. I went ahead and stole him from you. What do you mean, went ahead and stole him? What are you thinking? First, you take an absurdly long break, and now you're telling me you stole your colleague's husband? Don't act so surprised. How long has this been going on? Long enough for him to fall in love with me. Just so you know, I'm not joking. I'm really going to marry Jack. He says he wants to dump you and be with me as soon as possible. Jack talks about you all the time, how he gave you the privilege of marrying him, but you turned out to be useless, how you got cocky after marrying into success. That's why you ended up losing him to me. He was always cold to me, but I never thought he'd actually betray someone like this. Betray? Please, this is just fair competition. Fair competition? You're talking about an affair. Don't be so down, Amy. Compared to plain quiet you, I'm obviously more attractive. It's only natural that there's no competition between us. It's inevitable that Jack would fall for me. Cheer up.
Seriously?
Yes, seriously. You should be grateful, I'm telling you directly.
Grateful for what exactly?
Besides, when you divorce him, you'll get a decent amount of alimony. Aren't you lucky he's successful? But that successful husband is going to be mine now. I'll be the future hospital administrator's wife, so hurry up and fill out those divorce papers, you loser.
I'm the hospital administrator, though.
What?
You heard me.
Stop joking around.
I'm fine with divorcing him, but you won't be becoming the administrator's wife.
What's wrong with you? Has being cheated on made you lose your mind? There's no way you could be the administrator. You're just a pen pusher, like me.
Actually, I'm both the administrator and an administrative assistant. I mainly work as an assistant, but my name and photo are right there on the hospital website's administrator's greeting.
What? Oh my god, you're right! Why are your name and photo there?
Do you want me to explain it slowly?
This can't be right.
Because I'm the administrator, like I just said. Becoming administrator was actually a condition of marrying Jack. His father, the chairman, really insisted on it. Since Jack doesn't have a medical license, the chairman wanted me to take over, because I do.
Wait, hold on. Jack isn't a doctor?
Huh? You didn't know that either?
He never mentioned it. And how would I know? It's normal to assume he's a doctor, right? His father owns this hospital. How could the hospital owner's son not be a doctor?
Well, turns out it's possible. Jack failed his medical licensing exam.
What?
Unfortunately for you, he doesn't have any license to practice medicine. His father, the chairman, was furious. He said someone who couldn't even pass on their first try doesn't deserve to be a doctor and wouldn't let him retake it. But as a parent, he still wanted Jack to inherit the hospital somehow. That's why having a medical license was a condition for marrying him.
Really?
You seem shocked.
Of course I am! He told me he was going to inherit everything!
I met Jack, got engaged, and when we went to formally greet his father before the wedding, that's when the chairman first told me he wanted me to become administrator if I married his son.
And that's how you became administrator?
Yes. Did Jack tell you something different?
He said he was next in line.
I quit my job at my previous hospital after getting married to Jack. Then I became administrator here. Jack works as the chairman's personal secretary.
Personal secretary?
So, I guess you could be the secretary's wife if you get married.
No, this isn't right. This isn't what he told me.
What did he tell you exactly?
Wait a minute. Okay, I understand you're actually the administrator, but why are you doing medical administration work? As administrator, you're the second most important person in the hospital after the chairman. Someone like that shouldn't need to work on the front lines.
Because I enjoy it.
What?
Is that so strange?
Yes, you could just order people around.
The chairman handles the detailed financial work, but I prefer this. I love figuring out how to make things run more efficiently and finding ways to eliminate unnecessary work.
That's your reason for doing administrative work?
What other reason would I need?
You're not making any sense.
I think it's better to be on the front lines where I can see things from a doctor's perspective, an administrator's perspective, and a patient's perspective. Plus, the chairman seems to prefer having his daughter-in-law working in the field rather than throwing her weight around as administrator.
What? I really didn't know any of this.
Well, that's not surprising. You never took your work seriously. Anyway, sorry, you can't be the administrator's wife.
What? That doesn't matter to me, and I don't care if you're the administrator. I'll just have to get Jack and the chairman to fire you.
What? You're going to try to get me fired?
Of course! This is all wrong! Well, the chairman is still his father and runs everything, and I just looked it up online. You don't even need a medical license to be an administrator.
Oh, yeah, I think I heard something about that. The chairman needs a medical license, but the administrator doesn't.
See? This proves everything. So Jack can be administrator even without a medical license. The chairman probably didn't know this. That's why he gave the position to someone like you.
I really doubt the chairman wouldn't know something like that. But if the top management tells me to step down, I'll have to comply. I'm just an employed administrator after all.
Just you wait. Soon, Jack will become administrator, and I'll be the administrator's wife. You'll leave this hospital as the loser you are. Now hurry up and sign those divorce papers.
We'll see about that.
What's that supposed to mean?
You'll find out soon enough.
Why? Why aren't you getting fired? This makes no sense.
How did the meeting go?
Don't act innocent.
I was surprised too. The chairman actually told me to continue as administrator.
This isn't how it was supposed to go.
What were you expecting?
Why won't they fire you? This is ridiculous.
Well, it's not really about not wanting to fire me. They can't make his idiot son administrator even if they wanted to. The chairman's outburst was pretty entertaining.
Stop smirking through text.
I'm just stating facts.
Huh. Well, I didn't find it entertaining at all. We went to talk to the chairman directly with Jack. And why did we get yelled at and have water thrown at us?
I've never seen the chairman that angry. His married son is having an affair, and with a hospital employee no less. They're both demanding his mistress become the administrator's wife. Any sensible person would be furious.
What did you say?
Which part surprised you?
All of it! This wasn't supposed to happen!
Having an affair, asking for divorce, and demanding to be made administrator. It was pretty scary when he exploded at Jack, calling him an ungrateful fool and a hopeless idiot.
Isn't throwing water at us too harsh? And then firing both Jack and me? I'm about to become his son's wife, his daughter-in-law. How could he fire us?
You still think you're going to be his daughter-in-law?
Of course, once this blows over.
I was surprised about both of you getting fired, too. I thought I might be the one cut loose since he's the son, but wow. The hospital's reputation in the community is everything. I'd rather die than make this idiotic son the administrator. Even at a time like this, I'm surprised he could make such a cool-headed business decision.
No, this can't be happening.
Reality is harsh, isn't it?
This is impossible. If Jack can't inherit the hospital, there's no point in marrying him. I'm breaking up with him. You can have Jack back.
Have him back?
Yes, I'm done with this.
That's not helpful at all. I'm divorcing Jack. Whether you two break up or not doesn't matter to me. And I'll be suing both of you for damages.
What?
Did you think there wouldn't be consequences?
You can't sue me.
Watch me. Well then, my lawyer will be in touch, ex-junior.
Wait, can't we talk about this?
We just did. Good luck with your job search.
Amy, please.
Goodbye, Sarah.
Amy, we need to talk.
There's nothing to talk about.
Please, forgive me for doing something as stupid as having an affair. I'll never do it again. So please don't divorce me.
No way. I can't stay married to someone who betrayed me once.
You're being unreasonable.
I'm being unreasonable?
Yes, think about my position.
Your position of having an affair?
I'm in trouble if you divorce me. Never thought Dad would abandon me. And if you divorce me, I'll have nothing left. I didn't really want to have an affair. Please try to understand how I feel.
Excuse me?
You heard me. This is partly your fault too.
How is your affair my fault?
As my wife, you should understand what kind of position I was in. I can help being jealous of you having a medical license. Plus, you're good at being administrator. I'm always by Dad's side as his secretary. But it's painful how he's always praising you.
So you had an affair because I'm good at my job?
You don't understand how it feels.
Well, I have contributed a lot to the hospital. I analyzed and eliminated unnecessary work to reduce staff overtime, which gave everyone more energy to care for patients. That led to better reviews, more new patients, and improved hospital management. Of course, I also managed to reduce crowding issues.
See? This is exactly what I mean.
What exactly do you mean?
You're the child my dad always wanted. How could he just throw me away like that? I'm his son. I've been working as Dad's secretary. I've learned a lot and I could do well as an administrator. So why is he choosing you over me?
The chairman already explained that, didn't he? A hospital is all about community service. Just imagine if you became administrator. You're a married man who had an affair, tried to steal someone's job, and doesn't have a medical license. And you're the chairman's son. Your reputation would be terrible for the hospital. Who would want to be treated at a hospital that overlooks all the things you've done?
But I'm his son.
I understand that you've always wanted to follow in your father's footsteps, but you stepped down from being the successor yourself. You chose your own path by not putting enough effort into your studies and failing your exams.
I get it. So please don't divorce me. I promise I'll never do anything stupid again. I won't be arrogant or jealous of you anymore.
It's too late for promises.
What can I do to fix this?
It's too late. I want a divorce, and I don't want to see your face anymore.
You can't mean that.
As director, I'm banning you from entering this hospital. I've already asked security to escort you out if they see you.
That's impossible. This is my father's hospital.
But it's my hospital too, and you have no rights here anymore since you were fired. Now, if you understand, hurry up and sign the divorce papers.
You can't do this to me.
I already have. Goodbye, Jack.
Wait! Just give me one more chance.
I've given you enough chances. We're done. After that, we had a meeting about the divorce with lawyers and the chairman present. Jack must have felt powerless in front of his father because he quietly signed the divorce papers and paid the settlement right there. Then his father declared, "You're banned from the hospital from now on. Never show your face to her or me ever again. You're no son of mine." And shockingly, disowned him. Jack collapsed to his knees, and when he finally got back up, he looked miserable as he walked out of the chairman's office. By the way, Sarah paid me damages and disappeared somewhere. I heard rumors that Jack is desperately searching for her, saying, "Take responsibility and marry me!" Hey Emma, long time no see. How have you been? Getting along well with my brother?
Hi, Sarah. It's been a while. Yeah, Kevin and I are both doing great, and we're getting along just fine.
I saw your recent social media posts. You seem really busy with work lately.
Yes, the boutique has been keeping me quite busy. We've had a lot of orders coming in.
But you still don't have kids. I wonder if you're really getting along as well as you say. Must be nice having all that free time without kids to take care of.
We are both focused on our careers right now.
Just kidding. Actually, I called because I have some news to share. I'm getting married.
Oh, that's wonderful. Congratulations.
And that's not all. I'm pregnant too.
Wow, that's double the congratulations then. It might be challenging, but good luck with the pregnancy.
Huh? How would you know it's challenging when you've never been pregnant?
What?
I mean, plenty of women manage work and pregnancy just fine. It's not that hard if you actually want it.
Everyone's situation is different.
Well, I mean, I'm already dealing with morning sickness and it is tough. But you know, even that difficulty makes me feel more connected to the pregnancy, like it's real. Though I guess you wouldn't understand that feeling yet, Emma.
No, I suppose not.
Being pregnant really makes you feel like a complete woman, you know?
That's one way to look at it.
I just told Mom and Dad about the marriage and pregnancy. They were absolutely thrilled. Mom's been wanting grandchildren so badly. She said she's so happy because she was getting tired of having such a useless daughter-in-law.
Did your mother really say that?
You should have seen how excited she was, finally getting the grandchild she's been waiting for.
Linda hasn't mentioned anything like that to me.
I mean, you and my brother have been married for 3 years with no sign of pregnancy. Shouldn't you be giving our parents grandchildren by now? Having kids really makes it feel like a real family. And it deepens the love between couples, too. Not just that, it makes everyone happy. Parents, friends, everyone.
Well, I appreciate the enthusiasm, but every couple has their own pace and timing.
Oh, come on. You're not getting any younger, you know.
We're perfectly happy with our current situation.
That sounds like an excuse. Maybe you want kids, but just can't have them. If that's the case, that's pretty sad for you.
Excuse me? Please don't make assumptions. The timing of having children is something we're discussing as a couple.
Discussing? What's there to discuss? This is what marriage is all about.
There's more to marriage than just having children.
You don't need to discuss it. Just get pregnant already. I think a woman only becomes a real woman when she has her loved one's child. Actually, if you don't get pregnant soon, my brother might get tired of you.
What?
Kevin's always loved kids. I still remember how he used to play with our little cousins.
That doesn't mean...
I mean, what guy doesn't want kids? You should listen to my advice, even if you think I'm being nosy. Well, that's all I wanted to tell you. I'll be waiting to hear some good news from you soon.
Sarah, I need to go. I have work to do.
Work again? See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. You're too focused on the wrong things.
Goodbye, Sarah.
Don't forget what I said. Baby shower ideas incoming. Hey, Emma, have you heard? My daughter is getting married, and she's expecting a baby, too.
Yes, I just heard from her directly. Congratulations, Linda.
Thank you. I was happy when Kevin got married, but having my daughter get married is something else entirely. And it's our first grandchild, too. I'm over the moon. Sarah seems so excited about everything. She's already planning the nursery.
That's wonderful. She certainly seems enthusiastic.
Is everything okay, Emma? You sound a bit distant.
Linda, I'm sorry if I've made you feel bad about the whole children thing.
What?
I heard from Sarah. You must be eager to have a grandchild. But Kevin and I don't have any issues. We just want to enjoy our time as a couple for now. We are thinking about children eventually, but...
Wait. Emma, where is this coming from?
Sarah told me you had some concerns about us, that you've been waiting for us to have children, that you're tired of me.
What? I've never thought anything like that.
But...
Did Sarah tell you I said that? That doesn't sound like something I would say at all.
She mentioned it during our conversation earlier.
Sure, I'd be happy to have grandchildren, and the sooner the better, but that's between you and Kevin. It's your business as a couple. Don't worry about it.
Oh? But Sarah said...
Emma, please don't take what Sarah says too seriously. She can be, well, she has her own way of seeing things.
I see.
Honestly, I don't know what the girl is talking about. I'll say it again. Go at your own pace. Besides, your business has just started to stabilize, right? You can't possibly think about kids during your busiest period.
That's true. Thankfully, business has been picking up.
I saw your social media. Even that famous model ordered a custom dress from you.
Yes, thanks to everyone's support, I've been really busy.
Kevin showed me some of your recent designs. They're absolutely beautiful.
Thank you. That means a lot.
It's amazing, really. Starting your own custom clothing boutique. And now even celebrities are your clients.
I'm just trying my best to meet everyone's expectations.
You're doing more than that. You're exceeding them. I'm really proud to have you as my daughter-in-law.
Linda, thank you.
Hey, Emma, I wanted to ask you something about your shop. Can you make baby clothes?
Yes, that's no problem. I've had orders for baby clothes before.
Really? Your baby clothes must be gorgeous too.
They're some of my favorite pieces to work on, actually.
Really? Actually, I'd like to order some baby clothes as a wedding gift for Sarah. I know you're busy, but would that be okay?
Of course, baby clothes make such a lovely gift.
I want them to be really special. Sarah's always been particular about fashion.
I understand. We can design something that matches her taste.
I'm planning to give them money as a wedding gift too. You know, I want to prepare something special for the baby as well. Of course, I'll pay the full price for the clothes.
No, you've always been so supportive. Let me at least give you a discount as a small token of appreciation.
Absolutely not. I'll pay the full price.
But
I know. How about this? The discount portion can be considered your and Kevin's gift to them. But I really want to try designing some cute clothes for my grandchild. I'll pay extra for the design fees. Would you consider giving me a discount on the production costs?
all right, that works.
Oh, but you're so busy. Will they be ready before the baby comes?
I'll do my very best. This is for family after all.
You're too kind, Emma. I really appreciate this.
Shall we meet this weekend to discuss the designs? I can come over if that works for you.
Come anytime. Actually, I've already sketched out a few designs.
That's wonderful. You've always had such good taste.
I've been drawing whenever I have free time. I want these to be perfect.
See you this weekend then.
I'll prepare some tea and snacks. We can make a proper afternoon of it. You won't believe this, Emma. My fiancé says he's going to take paternity leave, even though I told him it's fine since I'm planning to stay at my parents' house. He's just so overenthusiastic, it's kind of funny.
That sounds like you have a really caring fiancé.
You really don't get it, do you? A man should be focusing on his career.
Times are changing. Many fathers want to be involved now.
He's beyond caring. He's too soft on me. He keeps saying I shouldn't strain myself since I'm pregnant, and he does all the housework. Because of that, I have nothing to do, even though I'm a housewife.
Sounds like he really dotes on you.
I mean, it's nice, but don't you think it's a bit unmanly?
There's nothing wrong with a husband helping his wife.
He gently rubs my growing belly, too. When I see him like that, I really feel like we're becoming a family. You wouldn't understand this happiness, Emma. It's really quite pitiful.
Like I've said many times, we have our own pace. Besides, I'm not a housewife. I have my business.
Oh, right, your little hobby shop. Isn't it time to grow up?
It's not a hobby, it's a successful business.
A woman's real job isn't working, it's getting pregnant with the child of the man she loves. That's what makes a woman truly happy. It's sad that you don't understand something so obvious. Poor Kevin.
What?
I bet Kevin comes home to an empty house most nights.
Kevin fully supports my work.
That's what he tells you, but deep down, all men want a proper family.
We are a proper family.
Kevin must be secretly wanting children, too. It's fine to be passionate about work, but try to read the room a bit as a wife. Don't come crying to me if he ends up serving you divorce papers.
I think this conversation is over.
See? You can't even handle honest advice from family.
This isn't advice. This is harassment.
Harassment? I'm trying to help you. Look how defensive you're getting.
I need to get back to work.
Work, work, work. That's all you care about.
Goodbye, Sarah.
Don't say I didn't warn you when Kevin finds someone who actually wants to be a proper wife.
Please stop messaging me unless it's actually important.
Everything I'm saying is important. You're just too career obsessed to see it. Emma, thanks for the gift. Mom just gave it to me. You made handmade baby clothes, huh?
Did you like them?
Well, they're decent for an amateur, but in the end, it's just hobby-level stuff from an amateur. It was like garbage, so I threw it away.
What did you say?
What's the big deal? It's not like they were anything special.
Those were custom-made pieces.
I don't want my precious baby wearing such trashy clothes. They're way too unfashionable. Absolutely not. I've been knitting socks for the baby myself, and mine are much better and cuter.
Even if you didn't like them, you didn't have to throw them away.
Oh, please. They were taking up space in my nursery.
You could have returned them.
Huh. You're the one who sent me trash. Of course, trash goes in the trash can. It was taking up space, so I ripped it to pieces before throwing it away.
I see. You must have really hated them.
They were embarrassing. I can't believe Mom actually gave them to me.
The designs were actually your mother's idea.
Mom wouldn't pick such basic designs. She has way better taste. Don't try making things like this when you don't even have kids. They're not cute at all, and you have zero sense of style. Amateur handmade stuff belongs in the trash.
Have you checked social media?
Huh?
You're connected with your mother on Instagram, right? Haven't you seen her latest post?
I've been too busy reading pregnancy books lately, so no. But what does that matter?
You should check it right now. You'll understand what I'm trying to say.
Don't be so dramatic. What could possibly be so important on Instagram?
Just look.
What? Wait, what is this? Custom-ordered baby clothes? Isn't this what I received?
Get it now? The baby clothes you threw away were made by me. Linda provided the order and design concepts.
What do you mean? But Mom wrote that she ordered from a popular boutique.
That's because I own that boutique.
What? You're lying. There's no way.
My shop does one-of-a-kind custom orders. Linda placed the order, provided design ideas, and I created them. I managed to make 5 lovely baby outfits.
Hold on. Mom's post has the shop's hashtag. I know this shop. Even that famous model Lisa Green promoted it. It's that super popular custom order boutique that everyone recommends.
Oh, Lisa posted about us? As a shop owner, it's really moving to have so many people see my work.
No, you're joking, right?
Why would I joke about my own business?
This can't be true. Are you really the owner of that shop? Did you really make those baby clothes?
Yes, I worked really hard on them, despite being busy with other orders. Everything we make is handmade, so it's quite expensive. Linda splurged for her first grandchild, paying nearly $2,000 in total.
What? Those baby clothes cost that much? But I threw them all away!
And ripped them to pieces, from what I heard.
You should have told me they were from your shop!
Would it have mattered? You made your opinion of my work very clear.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no! If Mom finds out about this, I'm dead!
Oh, about that, I already contacted her.
What?
As the creator, it's sad to have my work thrown away, but it means I made something that was considered trash-worthy. I felt I needed to apologize to Linda, who placed the order, so I told her everything. I explained how sorry I was that the items she ordered weren't satisfactory.
You can't be serious. How could you do this to me?
I'm just being professional. It's important to keep clients informed about their orders.
But I'm family. You didn't have to tell Mom.
In this case, Linda was my client. She deserved to know what happened to her purchase.
How could you do this to me? Mom hung up on me when I called. She yelled, "How dare you throw away such a special gift?"
Well, Linda did design those clothes herself. It's natural she'd be angry.
This is all your fault. You should have told me sooner.
I'm not responsible for your actions.
If you had just told me sooner, this wouldn't have happened. I wouldn't have torn them up and thrown them away. Make the same ones again. I need them within a week. It's super urgent.
That's not possible with my current schedule.
You have to help me fix this. Don't be ridiculous, you foolish daughter. Do you have any idea how many orders Emma is handling right now? If you want a rush order, you'll have to pay 10 times the normal price. What? Mom? Why are you messaging with Emma's phone? I came to apologize to Emma. She worked so hard on those clothes despite being busy, and my stupid daughter ruined everything. Mom, please, I didn't know they were from her shop. That makes it even worse. You judged something without even knowing what it was. Well, I'm really sorry, Mom. I didn't know you ordered them, and I had no idea Emma was the shop owner. That kind of excuse won't cut it, and you're apologizing to the wrong person. Before me, you should be apologizing to Emma. That's... You've been absolutely horrible to Emma, haven't you? I was just trying to help her. Help her? By insulting her work? By throwing away something I ordered specially? But, Mom, you always said family is the most important thing. Exactly. And how have you been treating your family? Instead of apologizing, you're trying to make unreasonable demands. I didn't raise you to be someone who tramples on other people's feelings like this. I'm sorry, but you can forget about coming home for your postpartum care. I don't want to see your face for a while. No way. Your husband is taking paternity leave anyway, right? You two can manage on your own. You can't do this to me. I'm your daughter. A daughter who needs to learn some manners. But I'm giving you your first grandchild. Don't you and Dad want to help take care of your cute grandchild? Don't get the wrong idea. I don't actually want to change diapers or prepare bottles. What? I'm done raising children. Why would I want to do it again? But because you insisted on coming home for postpartum care, I was willing to help out as your parent. But I thought you were looking forward to taking care of the baby. If you're so desperate for postpartum care, go to your in-laws. I'll contact your husband's parents myself. What? Maybe they can teach you some manners while they're at it. Mom, please don't do this! You're banned from coming to our house. After you give birth, a WhatsApp message will be enough. Mom, at least let me explain! I've seen enough of your true colors for one day. Please, Emma, could you make baby clothes for my child again? I can't stand these unfashionable clothes anymore.
What's going on, Sarah? I heard from Linda that you had a safe delivery and you're staying at your in-laws' house. She mentioned they're treating you very well.
They're treating me too well. They won't leave me alone for a minute.
Isn't that what you wanted? Someone to help with the baby?
Yeah, well, after that, Mom really did contact my in-laws, so I ended up giving birth there, and I'm still at my husband's parents' house. My mother-in-law is super nice and keeps buying lots of baby clothes.
That's sweet. Looks like your kind husband has equally kind parents.
But their fashion sense is terrible. I'm happy they keep buying things, but it's all hot pink and neon colors. Everything they buy is just so tacky.
That's quite bold.
You don't understand how bad it is. Every time we go out, people stare.
At least they're being supportive.
I prefer pastel colors, but when I try to politely suggest that, they buy frilly stuff instead. It's just so unfashionable. I can't take it anymore.
If you don't like them, why don't you throw them away? You're pretty good at ripping things up and throwing them out, aren't you?
That's not fair. I already apologized.
Did you? I must have missed that.
I can't do that. Look, I'm sorry about what happened before. Please make clothes for me again. I want my baby to wear cute clothes during these precious times. I'll even pay this time.
Well, if you're ordering as a client, I can make them. But it'll be about $500 per outfit. Is that okay?
What? You're charging family that much?
Of course, as Linda said, especially because we're family. With material costs rising, that's the current price per piece.
But that's so expensive. Can't you give me a family discount?
I already did that once. Remember how that turned out?
Couldn't you make them as a gift?
I already made your gift, but you called it trash and threw it away, remember? It's pretty cheeky to throw something away and then ask for another gift.
But what if I promote your shop on my social media?
The same shop you called amateur and trashy?
I was wrong. I admit it.
This is a business. I can't accept orders from people who can't pay. Well, enjoy your continued stay at your in-laws.
Emma, please. I'm desperate.
I'm sure your mother-in-law will buy you more lovely neon outfits. I hear Sarah still can't stand up to her mother-in-law and has to dress her baby in flashy neon-colored clothes. Recently, her mother-in-law apparently suggested, why don't you just live with us? I absolutely love taking care of my grandchild. If you move in, I'll buy everything the baby needs. Her husband is totally on board with the idea, unable to resist the pressure. Sarah apparently spends her days crying, while desperately trying to alter the baby clothes she doesn't like.
Thank you for watching all the way until the end. If you felt good after watching this video, please like the video. If not, please leave a comment and give us your feedback. Also, don't forget to subscribe. Your comments and likes help this channel grow. We hope you enjoy our other stories as well.